Hello and welcome to Galloway, New Jersey for another edition of Stockton Men's Lacrosse. My name is Eric Bretz, here alongside you today, guiding you through this one. Very highly anticipated matchup. Both first conference game for both teams. Montclair State in the red and home Stockton Ospreys in the white. Their last matchup was April 3rd of 2021. Stockton won in Montclair 21-12. Swedlin had 4 goals. Poley had 3 goals, 4 assists. Tyler McCreary had 3 goals, 3 assists. Christian Boyle had 3 goals. Stockton comes in at a 5-2 record with a win last Wednesday at Newman University, 23-13. While Montclair State University comes in at 6-2 with a win against Delaware Valley University last Saturday with a score of 17-5. Stockton has won the last 4 matchups against Montclair, but before that, Montclair won 19 straight against the Ospreys. But it has been going in the Osprey way these past few years. Here at center X, take the face-off, number 39. That is David Driscoll for the Red Hawks, beats Tyler Horvath, the sophomore, on that. And Montclair State will start with the ball early here. Dan Sex down the near side alley, dishes it off to Tyler McCreary. Evan Hilla pressing out on Gabalanes. Here's Covino. Ball dropped at X by McCreary. Now to his brother. It's Dan Sex. Nice defense there by Wallers, and a turn and rip there. That was number 15, Matt Dansex. Midfielder, the junior, out of Successuna, New Jersey. Played his high school ball at Roxbury, and he tallies the first one on the board of the day for either team early here in the first minute of the game. Make it 1-0 Red Hawks. Driscoll, and I cannot see if that's Thurman or Horvath. That's Horvath who gets the holding call against Driscoll. That'll stay Red Hawk ball. And that'll be number 18, John Cleary, to start with it. Freshman out of Branchburg, New Jersey, with Grant Pargas defending. Now Cleary down the near side alley. Getting it through X to McCreary. Now Covino. Out of Boyle. Up top to, I believe this is Dansex. Trying to get in the middle. Does. Takes a shot and scores. That's a one-handed goal. Top shelf on Eric Linskog. And early, the Red Hawks are up 2-0 here. We'll see Matt Thurman for the Ospreys coming out to take the face-off against Driscoll. After Tyler Horvath lost those first 2 draws. So they're going to go with the senior, Matt Thurman. Clamp looked to be won by Thurman. Thurman's the first one there, picks it up, and gets possession for the Ospreys, first of the day for them. He's in some trouble, however. Driscoll defending him. And he's able to get it down to reliable Dante Poli. With Alfonte covering him. Finds Swedlin backside. Shot, scores! Nice pass and shuffle shot for the goal to get past Metzger. And number 77, Luke Swedlin. We've called his name basically every game this season. He gets the Ospreys on the board with his first of the day. It is 1-0. Or I'm sorry, it is 2-1 now. And the Ground ball is won by the Ospreys. That's Evan Hilla, number 1. Defensive midi. Gets it stripped, but it goes right into Capozzoli's stick. Takes a shot. That hits off Metzger. And now a scrum for the ball. Brendan Scanlon comes out with that one. Gives it up to Poli. Now Poli looking to dodge. Alfonte on him. Takes a shot. That hit someone. I believe that was Wilson Smith in the front. Shot hit him. Able to pick it up, get it up to Alfonte. Quick clear here. Here's Maxwell. And he gets it down to his attackman, Boyle. Dansex. Sketchy pass to McCreary, who had a shorty on him. McCreary skip pass. I believe this is Covino on the far side. He's able to dish it up after getting into some trouble. Covino again. Hitch takes a shot. Nice save by Linskog as he fell to the ground on that one. Gets his first save of the day. Now this is Brendan McSorley for the Ospreys. Nice shuffle pass to Colin Wood. Wood drops the shoulder. And they're going to call an offsides, I believe, on Montclair State. Too many guys on the field, so that was Mike McCreary who went over, who got bullied by Colin Wood. And he is going to be a 7th defender on the field now for the Redhawks. Once you get an offsides penalty, you might as well stay on the field and add an extra defender. Connor Albrecht here. Pass inside to the cutting Sean Haddock. Shot scores. 10-5 connection. And Connor Albrecht, the freshman out of Doylestown, Pennsylvania, with the assist to number 5. That's the senior, Sean Haddock. And just like that, we're tied at 2 here. With 11:15 to go, still in this first quarter. We'll see Thurman and Driscoll again at the center X, battling out the faceoff. Ground ball goes to Thurman. He leads the Ospreys in ground balls. Covering him is John Cleary. Now Thurman going around X with it. And he's able to dish it off to Noam Levy-Smith, the sophomore for the Ospreys. And his counterparts on the midfield line are Aiden Shanley. I believe this is Hayden Smallwood dodging down the far side. He does, rolls back. Now getting it down to his attack. This is Poli now. He is lethal. Takes a shot, low shot, nice save by Metzger. Now it's a ground ball. Smallwood's in front, he grabs it. Nice pick up there by Smallwood. Shot clock resets to 60 for the Ospreys. That was a nice save by Metzger there. Now Noam Levy-Smith down the far side. Rolls back. He's got the short stick on him. Trying to get the middle of the field. Takes a shot. Saved by Metzger. He's having a nice opening quarter here so far. And he finds Cleary in the middle of the field. Now Cleary's able to get it over the midfield and get into his offensive end and set up their Red Hawk offense. Gabilanis down to Boyle, now back up. Now here's Gabilanis. Short stick defender Evan Hilla on him. Kicks it to McCreary at X. Now swings it to Covino. Covino tries to get underneath. There's a flag on the field. And that seems to be on number 17, the sophomore Brendan McSorley. Not too sure. It might have been a hold. Really not too sure what they called there. I know all these fans around me were a little curious as to the call there, and I believe it was a hold, maybe in the crease area. But for the first time today, we'll see a man-up opportunity for the Redhawks. They are 21 of 46 on man-up opportunities this season for 46%. It's pretty good. It takes a shot. Linskog with the save. Hit him right in the chest pad, it sounded like. You could hear that all the way up here. Holleritter with the ground ball. And they got about 10 seconds to kill off before that penalty is released. Jared Long, far side. He could bully kids when he has to. Drops a shoulder into McCreary there and able to clear it. Now here's the face-off man / D midi for the Ospreys. That was Matt Thurman able to get out of his trouble and dish it down to Dante Poli on his attack. Now Poli looking for the pick from Swedlin. Now here's Sean Haddock. Already has a goal here today. He's dropping the shoulder. Dishes it out to Connor Albrecht, the freshman. Now here's Eric DiArminio. Back after battling an injury the past few weeks. Glad to see him back on the field. Now Sean Haddock dropping that shoulder again. Nice defense there by Elefante, however. Ready to stay right in front of him, taking and absorbing that hit. Now here's big Regan Capozzoli working on the short stick. Short time, takes a shot. That hit the post. And he's able to back it up, so they'll reset the shot clock to 60 for the Ospreys. Nice move there on the short stick defender. Now, this is DiArminio, top center. Short stick midfielder on him. He finds room, takes a shot, saved by Metzger. That's a popcorn save right there. Now ground ball scrum in the middle. Ball goes out. And Albrecht had a chance for it. Popped up. Swedlin has it now. He's got some pressure. Dishes it to Poli. Poli now dishes it down to Haddock. Haddock shot, scores! Underhand stinger, top right on Metzger. For his second of the day, Sean Haddock with a nice goal there. To put the Ospreys up 3-2 in the first quarter. Didn't seem like he had a lot of room to shoot at. And he placed that rather well. As that passed David Metzger, junior out of Mendham, New Jersey. And Haddock tallies his second of the day. And this is Thurman and Driscoll. Thurman looks to have it, and he does. Part of the reason why he leads the team in ground balls is his work on the face-off face-offs that he has, because whether or not he's taking the face-off, he might even be playing some wing, go in and get dirty and grab that ground ball, which he does so often and at such a high clip. Colin Wood able to muscle his way over the midfield line. Now gets it to Noam Levy-Smith. Levy-Smith, Smallwood, and Shanley. Shanley dodges on Elefante. We know Shanley, too, also dropped the shoulder when he dodges. Smallwood tries to get underneath, does, and looks to beat Metzger in the 5-hole. Shanley with a nice move down the near side alley to get underneath his defender, and once he did, just buried that one between Metzger's legs. And that Stockton sideline is pumped. As you might imagine, going down 2-0 early and spouting out 4 straight now. As Hayden Smallwood grabs his first of the day. Now it looks to be Horvath and Driscoll. Oh, that's not Driscoll. That was Fiorenza. Won by the Red Hawks. Metzger's got it. Gives it up to Smith. Now Smith looking for an open Red Hawk, and does. Gets it down to his attack. And this is Christian Boyle. Covino looking to dodge with Logan Hallritter on him, senior defender. Gets it up to Dansex. Back to Covino. Covino shot, scores! That was a nice hard shot right past Eric Linskog to cut this lead that the Ospreys have now down to just 1. It is 4-3 After that, nice goal there by Joe Covino, the senior attackman out of Fair Lawn, New Jersey. Once again, we will see Fiorenza at the face-off X with Matt Thurman. Ground ball. Colin Woods the first one there and grabs it. And now able to clear it after in some trouble for a second. He can do some damage, takes a shot. Ooh, there's a bouncer, and I think the Colin Woods slow to get up, but that bouncer might have taken a little heat off the shot. Nice save there by Metzger and able to clear it. It was Maxwell on the clear. And now Cleary gives it up to, I believe that's Dansex. Getting it down to McCreary. Boyle up top, overthrew his teammate Mauner. Monier, I'm sorry. And that's a turnover. Ospreys get it now. Here's Dante Poli. He's known to go quick to the goal. Turns back, keeps turning, keeps spinning. Looks to be tripped up by Wilson, and that'll draw the flag. That's an easy call right there for the officials. Poli gets inside, a little shuffle pass to D'Arminio, but D'Arminio sails that high. And now we'll see the Osprey man-up unit go to work for first time today. They haven't had an exactly stellar season on man-up so far. They're only 7-26 for 27% on the season. So they definitely looking to get those numbers up today. And Dante Poli will start near Alley with it. Got Poli, Hopkins, Swedlin, Capozzoli, D'Arminio, and Haddock in for the Ospreys. First time we're able to see Colin Hopkins today. Lower left side. Here's Regan Capozzoli. Gets it to Hopkins. Hopkins skip pass up to D'Arminio. D'Arminio in some trouble. Back to Hopkins. Capozzoli now to Swedlin. Swedlin now to Capozzoli. Capozzoli's shot, and that sails wide. Poli's able to grab it, takes a shot, and that seemed to either hit the post or hit a man. But D'Arminio able to pick it up, and the penalty is released, so it is a even set now. D'Arminio gets down the near side, but sails it high. Backed up by Capozzoli. 49 seconds on their shot clock. 3:57 to go in this opening quarter. Stockton up 4-3. After Montclair State got off to a 2-0 lead just a minute and a half into this game. Capozzoli able to turn the corner but misses. Backed up by Swedlin. He's able to grab it off the carpet. Swedlin looking to turn the corner. Does. Saved by Metzger. Metzger gets picked off by Capozzoli in front. Picked up by Capozzoli. Gives it up to D'Arminio. D'Arminio with the inside move. Now tried to get it down to Albrecht, and I think Stockton will try to set up in their offense. They got 65 seconds on the shot clock. And Albrecht will take his man, the short stick D-Mitty. John Cleary to the cage. Backhanded shot goes wide, and that's backed up by Poli. Closing in on 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Poli will start with it near side alley. Now here's Sean Haddock. Down the far alley, takes a shot. Sails wide. That would have been his hat trick if he was able to connect with that one. Backed up by number 7, Dante Poli. Alfonte defending Poli. Poli gets a pick from Albrecht. Skip pass to Haddock, doesn't connect. Swedlin able to corral it. Now just 30 seconds on the shot clock for the Ospreys. Swedlin looking to do some work at X. Gives it up to Albrecht. Albrecht tries to get underneath, rolls back up top, tries to get back underneath, takes a shot and scores! We called his name before for the assist to Sean Haddock, but now Albrecht gets on the scoreboard for himself. And a nice one-on-one move there for number 10, Connor Albrecht, freshman out of Doylestown, Pennsylvania, played his high school ball in Central Bucks West. Very good program from what I've been told. And he's able to tally his first goal of the day. Now we'll see Matt Thurman, and I want to say that's number 32, Andrea Fiorenza. I don't think that, yeah. Fiorenza wins it to himself. Gets it over midfield and finds Boyle. Dansek's top middle with it. Brendan Scanlon covering him. 5-3 now. Osprey's up top, on top. Gets it down to his attackman McCreary. Now to Boyle. This is Covino with Grant Pargas, the short stick defender, guarding him. Nice move by Covino. Draws a slide from McSorley. Gives it up to Gabilanes. And now this is Dansex down the near side alley. Tries to get, oh my gosh. I don't even think Eric Linskog was prepared for that whatsoever. That was kind of an awkward shot there. But goes in for Matt Dansex, Jr., like we said, at a Succasunna, New Jersey. And I'm just not entirely convinced that Eric Linskog was even prepared for that shot. It was a backhanded shot. Nice placement. And went sidebar in. Now here's Thurman and Fiorenza. Fiorenza wins it, but hockeys it to his teammate. Now Boyle gets a pick. Gets it down to McCreary, who's been quiet today so far. Skip pass, shot, and that goes wide. Shot by, that's Monnier. Quick stoppage of play as the referees clarify. I believe it was clock situation. Minute 13 left in this opening quarter. Stockton holding a 1-goal lead. McCreary gets checked, and the ball comes loose. That's Logan Hallritter on the check. McCreary grabs it back. Oh! Sends it over. Skip pass to his brother. Goes BTB, but went wide. Now Boyle takes a shot and scores. That got past Linskog, but it looked like he might have been screened a little bit by the defender Wallers there. Christian Boyle was able to very easily, it looked to be very easily, shoot right around Brendan Wallers. And any offensive lacrosse player knows if you shoot around a defender, it's extremely hard for the goalie to find that ball and navigate it, track it, and then try to save it. Nice play there. Get on scoreboard for his first of the day. It's Christian Boyle, the senior out of Montgomery, New Jersey. Now we'll see Fiorenza. There's a violation on Fiorenza. Thurman will start with it. That's Montclair's first violation of the half. If they get 3, then after the third, they throw a penalty flag, and it is a 30-second penalty for either team. Now here's Aiden Shanley looking to get inside in the middle. Turns back and finds Levy Smith. Maxwell guarding him. Smith with the hitch. Inside finds Smallwood. Smallwood with just the underhand shot, and easy save by David Metzger. So he's able to outlet that to Jack White, who finds Maxwell streaking down the near side of the field. Gets it to Dan Sex. And while that would have counted, had that not been shot after the horn expired for the end of the quarter, Montclair would have been up 1. However, the horn did expire. So at the end of the first quarter here in Galloway, New Jersey, score is all tied up at 5. We will be right back. Back here in Galloway, New Jersey, Eric Brett's on the call today, as always. Well, you will see Fiorenza and Matt Thurman take the opening draw for their respective teams. We are tied up at 5, and I just have to add what a nice showing it is for the Stockton Osprey alumni to show up today. They're out and about, causing havoc, wreaking havoc. So after we saw Horvath and Driscoll start the game at the face-off X in the first quarter, to start the second quarter, Fiorenza and Thurman take the draw. I'm going to call I want to think it's a hold on Fiorenza, or I'm sorry, for Thurman. Nice hard ride here by Capozzoli and the Ospreys. And it gets shuffled down to, to Montclair's offensive end. And McSorley had an easy ground ball. He kind of just, I don't know, missed it, but the shot goes wide. Montclair will retain possession. It's Cleary. Now Dan Sex tries to get underneath. Shuffle pass inside. Shot. Ooh. Boyle's shot just over the crossbar there. Would have put the Montclair State Redhawks up by 1 if he was able to connect with that one. All right, here's Cleary. Down to McCreary. Now to Dansex. Tried to get bottom side again. Shuffle pass. This is Tyler McCreary. Skip pass to Boyle, doesn't connect. That looks to be a ground ball. Picked up by Cleary. Dish to Dan Sex, who was unable to grab it, but Tyler McCreary's there for the ground ball before it went out of bounds. Now he looks to dodge. He's got Logan Hollritter on him, takes a shot, a spinning one-handed shot as he fell to the ground, and that almost went in. Nice save by Lindskog. And after Brendan Wallers picks it up off the ground, he overthrows Poley, and that'll be a turnover. And now Red Hawks will have the ball on offense once again. Covino up in the middle, top of the middle of the field, almost overthrows his man. That's Gabilanes. Now here's Boyle. McCreary. Some pressure from McSorley, and he draws a flag. Picked up by Hollritter, so that'll kill the play. But I think they're going to get Brendan McSorley maybe for a slash, maybe a push. I think he'll be sitting 30 seconds for that one. Let's see if we're able to see what the referee calls on the far side there. Yeah, so they're going to call a push with possession on Brendan McSorley. That'll lock him in for 30 seconds. Nothing too crazy. Both McCreary brothers on this near side. You got Gabilanes, Covino, Boyle, and Dansex is the man-up unit. Feed inside for McCreary. Didn't connect. Looked like he stepped in the crease, but the referee is going to say he got pushed. So now 17 seconds on the penalty. Red Hawks swinging it around. Inside to Dansex, shot and score. We see that a lot coming from Luke Swedlin for the Ospreys. But Matt Dansex able to catch it quick release in the crease with some pressure on him and beats Lindskog low. That's his third of the day. It's a hat trick for Matt Dansex in this first half. And now we'll see Fiorenza and Matt Thurman taking the draw. Draw won by Fiorenza. One-handed pass to Dansex, now down to the attack. McCreary's got it, looking for his brother and finds him. Scanlon defending him, able to strip him for a second. Picked up again by McCreary. And now, I believe this is Covino. It is. Gets it down to Boyle, sets a pick for him. Up to Dansex, swinging it to Gabilanes. Now to McCreary, who's got the pick set for him. Boyle with the low angle shot, and that goes wide. And I'm not sure if that hit Lindskog or the goal, but they're going to reset the shot clock to 60. So a rather small, maybe a rather smart shot by Boyle, able to clip something there and reset the shot clock for his team. Now Covino working on the short stick, Noam Levy-Smith. Looks like he lost him for a second, but misses the cage. Backed up by number 19, Tyler McCreary, the senior out of Bud Lake, New Jersey. Dansex. Stripped by Hollritter. Gets it back. Able to split the double and settle things. 30 seconds on the shot clock for Montclair State. Covino, again, trying to dodge Noam Levy-Smith. Levy-Smith's not having any of it this time. Gets it to Boyle down the far side. Takes a shot. Nice save by Lindskog. And it's picked up by Brendan Scanlon, number 0. Dangerous pass in the middle for Hollritter. He's got Noam Levy-Smith in the middle where he finds. And a nice clear there for the Ospreys. Back on offense for the first time in a while. Noam Levy-Smith has it with Alfonte covering him. Now gets it down to Capozzoli, swinging it through X. A little pressure on Poley. Poley will make a move, goes in, shot, scores! And Poli lets him know afterward he cannot hang with number 7, Dante Poli. And just like that, it is a tied game with Poli able to muscle his way top side and beat Metzger low. As I've said on previous live streams of men's lacrosse, Dante Poli might be one of the craftiest players in this conference, if not the craftiest. His footwork, his stick skills, and just the range of ways he's able to get the ball off and able to score is very, truly impressive. And he showed it off there. Face-off won by Montclair State. Here's Tyler McCreary near side. Brendan Scanlon defending him. I think now Evan Hilla will lock off Tyler McCreary. Not sure the game plan there, but Coach Zuloff definitely knows what he's doing, as does Matt Posque for the Redhawks. Now Cleary down the near side, getting it to McCreary. McCreary trying to turn the corner. Skips it to Dansek's. Dansek's shot, and that goes wide. Tyler McCreary will pick it up off the end line, who he's been locked off by Evan Hilla this whole possession. 60 seconds on the shot clock. See if Hilla is able to contain him. I'm sure a slide comes early, and it does. Skip pass up top to Covino. Covino's shot. That hit a man. Covino's shot again. Hit Linskog with the save. Now John Cleary picks the ball up after the second shot and cashes in on Linskog after he had just made that save. It's got to be extremely disappointing for that defense. I believe the first shot might have hit Brendan Wallers. He's walking off a little slow, and he gets subbed out by Jared Long. And then the second shot hit Linskog, dropped him to his knees, and Cleary was right there to grab that one and put Montclair up 7-6 here with 9:25 still to go in this half. Fiorenza and Thurman. Fiorenza unable to grab the ground ball and kind of just clamps it and chucks it into the offensive end for the Ospreys. It goes out of bounds and we'll stay with we'll go to the Ospreys. Poli will pick it up here. Alfonte covering him. As he trots to X and looks to make a move as he falls in the dirt. Takes a shot. That hit crossbar. And D'Arminio now trying to play a little hockey with Dansek. Swedlin's there. He hockeys it to the middle of the field. Now Albrecht's got it. Still got 60 seconds on their shot clock. Maxwell guarding Haddock. Haddock spins back down the far side alley. Now makes a move inside. Gets it to Poli. Poli shot. Nice save there. Looks like that winged Metzger. Metzger having a nice half here. Capozzoli able to pick it up, however. And the Ospreys will keep it. Shot clock was reset to 60, so now they got about 50 seconds. Backsides. Oh, Connor Albrecht was wide open backside. And Poli got it to him, but he was unable to cash in. Dansek's on the clear. Bodied Haddock for a moment. And now gets it down to McCreary. McCreary tries to turn the corner. And nice hustle there by the Osprey defense. Not sure if that was Scanlon or Linskog who got to it, but after the missed shot by McCreary, no backup for Montclair State. And backup goes to the Ospreys, and now this is McSorley trying to clear it. Low pass there for, I believe that's Albrecht. Albrecht able to retain it, however. Got John Cleary on him defending. This is Sean Haddock with Maxwell defending him. Gets it down to Poli. Now up to Albrecht. Inside to Hayden Smallwood, who couldn't corral that one. Smallwood able to pick it up, however. Goes in, takes a shot. That hit a stick. Smallwood picks it up again. He's got two on him. And wise timeout by, well, was it a wise timeout? Because Smallwood cashed that one in after the whistle was blown for the timeout. But more than likely a wise timeout because Smallwood was in trouble. We will be back after this short break. Montclair State up on your home Stockton Ospreys 7-6. 7:25 to go in this opening half. We'll be back. Back in Galloway, New Jersey. Ospreys will start with the ball. Nice 55-degree day. 5-mile-an-hour winds, but they're definitely subtle. Sun, not a cloud in the sky here. Sun is beaming down. Great day for some high-quality lacrosse, and that's what we're bringing to you here on Stockton's grass field. This is G. Larry James Stadium. Albrecht inside. The feed doesn't connect. And Haddock got smashed in the middle. Looks like they might call a push. Shot clock will be set back to 60. And Poley will start with it in the near side bottom corner. Wilson Smith guarding him. Now Poley looks to dodge. Rolls back, draws two. And couldn't really do much with this. He got stripped, not sure by who, but it was one of the defenders. Now outletted to number 45, Aiden Maxwell. Able to clear it and get it down to McCreary. John Cleary now, guarded by Brendan Scanlon. Gets down the near side. Draws a slide from McSorley and turns back upfield. Now here's Covino. Now back up top to Dansex. Now to Covino again. Dansex down the near side. Draws a quick double from Jared Long. Kicks it around. Now to X. This is McCreary. Holleriter defending. He draws a quick double. And unable to connect with Boyle. But Connor Gabilanes is there to retain possession for the Redhawks. Now Boyle. Dish it to Covino. Oh, Covino would have had his hands wide open. Step down from about 7 yards. That would have been beautiful, but he couldn't get the pass. Takes a shot, saved by Lindskog. And that's a smart timeout by Matt Pasque, the coach for Montclair State University. Low on the shot clock and called a timeout with just seconds to spare. Still 7-6 with 5:40 in this opening half. Please stay with us and we will be right back. Back here, coming to you live from G. Larry James Stadium, grass field here in Galloway, New Jersey. Beautiful grass field, might I add, with track surrounding it. And just like to note that I don't believe, they're going to keep 59 seconds on the shot clock because Coach Matt Pasquet called that timeout after the rebound by McCreary at X. Maybe just to settle his guys down, get into a set that he knew he wanted. And now they'll go to work. Here's Boyle trying to get underneath. Saved by Linskog. Another save on the doorstep for against Covino. Bodies fly in front. And it looks like they'll call interference. And there's still an Osprey down on the field. This is Colin Wood hobbling off. So they're going to call an interference. Coach Matt Pasquet is not happy with that one because Eric Linskog did not have possession, so it's hard to tell if there was really interference. And Noam Levy-Smith on the clear, able to get right through the McCreary brothers like it was nothing. Wilson Smith defending Poley. Now here's Shanley. Dan Sex on him. Shanley dropping the shoulder. Finds Poley. Poley shot, scores! You find Poley on the doorstep with his hands free, and 9.5 times out of 10, he is scoring that one. Great look there by number 2, Aiden Shanley. Keeping his head up on the dodge. He drew 2 and found Poley with no one within 3 or 4 yards of him, right on the doorstep of Metzger's goal crease. And Fiorenza and Thurman will take the draw once again. 4:49 left. Tied up at 7. Ball's up. Picked up by Hallritter. Now trying to outrun Fiorenza. Able to find Matt Thurman in the middle of the field. And Thurman dishes it up to Sean Haddock, his midfielder. Breeze starting to come in. Haven't experienced much breeze today. D'Arminio now working on Cleary. Draws a double. Kicks it to X. Now to Poley. And I believe this is Conti's. Albrecht will invert and bring his man at X, looking to dodge. That's Covino on him. Gives it up to Poley. Now Poley working with Smith on him. Smith drops Poley. Picks it up in a quick clear to Alfonte. Now they're on the fast break. Back to Alfonte. Alfonte, skip pass to McCreary, but McCreary on. And he stepped in the crease, and that will go to the Ospreys, as it looked like that was going to be a nice, easy chance there for the Redhawks to go and score on that fast break opportunity. Nice work by the Osprey defense. D'Arminio, who was a former Redhawk for Montclair State his freshman year, now a fifth-year senior, going to work against Covino. Trying to get underneath, takes a shot and scores. There's a flag that flies. They're going to call off the goal. However, there are times where they call it a push with possession, and that's where the flag is drawn. D'Arminio not happy with it, as they were originally going to wave it off. Referees discussing it. And we'll get word from the official, running over to conference with the third official. So the question was, did he score the ball in the goal and then not land in that inner circle in the crease? If he was able to score the goal, and it looks like they'll send, looks like it might be man up for the Ospreys. It will be. They're not going to count the goal, but they're going to count the push with possession. So it was a push that the refs determined led D'Arminio to fall into the goal crease of Metzger's. Still conferencing, figuring this one out. 3:11 in this opening half. Tied at 7. 30-second penalty goes to Covino. Second time today, we'll see the Ospreys go to work on man up. They were unsuccessful their first time out. Swedlin skipped past to Haddock. Haddock's shot, and that goes wide. 15 seconds on the penalty now. 2:55 left. Now here's Colin Hopkins. Getting it to Poley. Poley feed inside to Swedlin, who hit the post. Picked up by the Redhawks. That's Maxwell. Finds Elfonte in the middle. Elfonte getting it to Aiden Long, and Aiden Long getting it down to McCreary. Nice clear there by the Redhawks. McCreary inside looking for his brother, unable to connect. Jared Long picks it up and dishes it to the short stick, Evan Hilla, who clears that one with ease. And that'll be a timeout for the Ospreys. As we're all tied up here at 7, it's been an amazing game, highly contested. So with 2:19 in this opening half, we will go to break on this timeout. Please stay with us. We'll be right back. Back here in Galloway, looking to close out the last 2:19 of this opening half. All knotted up at 7. Great game so far on a great day to have a day. Both teams very talented and showing off here with some flashy goals. Regan Capozzoli will start with it. Jack Greco's guarding him. A little bit of a size mismatch. Finds D'Arminio, shot, scores! And they're going to wave that one off. They said he was in the crease, so they're going to wave that one off. Metzger looking to clear it. Gets tipped by Swedlin. This is Long. And that pass sails over Cleary's head. Now it's a ground ball in the Ospreys' defensive end. Unable to grab it. Now Christian Boyle does. For Redhawks. McCreary down to his brother. McCreary shot, scored! And McCreary lets Linskog know it. Just like Poley did to his defender earlier on. And what a shot and goal. He had his hands free with about a 5-yard step down. Better hope he cashes that one in. And Mike McCreary assists his brother, Tyler McCreary, older brother Tyler McCreary. And that fired up the Redhawks on that one, getting the lead here with 1:48 in this second quarter. And we definitely thought there'd be a lot of emotion in this one. These two bitter rivals. As we told you before, Montclair used to handle the Ospreys with ease, winning 19 straight before 2018, where the Ospreys won their first since the early 2000s. They won their first game against Montclair State in 2018, and Ospreys haven't looked back, beating them 4 straight since then. Haddock shot, save high by Metzger, outletted to Alfonte. Gets it down to McCreary, and that's a timeout by the Montclair State Redhawks. So with 1:08, the shot clock should be off at this point, because they can hold for the last shot, and more than likely they will, just to not give the Ospreys a chance to tie it before the half. And 1:08 left in this opening half. 8-7, Montclair's leading the Ospreys. We'll be back in about 30 seconds to a minute. Thank you. Coming out of that timeout, Montclair State will start with the ball near side alley. I believe that's Dan Sex will start with it. And 1:08 to go in this opening half. The Montclair State Redhawks do not have to. They can hold for the last shot in the half if they want. Here's Dan Sex. Hollerritter defending him. He's top center. Gets it to McCreary. Now back up to Dan Sex. And yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to be going to the goal right now, really. Maybe a little pressure, but they're kind of just going to dummy dodge a little bit, it looks like. McCreary's got a short stick behind the goal. That's Colin Wood on him. McCreary's going in. And that pass cannot connect. That was intended for Boyle. Picked up by Scanlon. 30 seconds left in the half, as it is echoed by the Osprey sideline. Colin Wood now coming up on 20 seconds to go. Colin Wood's got to dish it to an offensive player and get off so they can get their personnel on. Trying to get something quick here. Closing in on 10 now. Poley at X. Got Wilson on him. Wilson's hung up. 5 seconds. Goes in. Shot, scores! Boom! Shakalaka. Beautiful goal there to close out this half. Tying it at 8 for the Ospreys. Dante Poley, called his name all day, and he has been terrific. Really hurts if you're a defender for the Redhawks there. Only 4.3 seconds left in the half, and you were just kind of hoping that you'd be able to contain Poley, but unable to. And Poley ties it at 8 with 4.3 left in this opening half. More than likely to just, maybe he'll get a shot off. Thurman just sends it, and That will do it for the first half of action here in G. Larry James Stadium, Galloway, New Jersey. Tied up at 8 here. We will see you after the 10-minute halftime break. Please stay with us. Back here, the second half, getting ready to start. Eric Brett's on the call. We'll have Matt Thurman out there, along with, I believe that's number 32, Andrea Fiorenza. That is Fiorenza. He wins it right to himself, straight ahead. Able to get it down to his attackman. It's Christian Boyle. Getting it to Dansex. Guarded by Hollritter. Nice check by Hollritter. Get that one free. And going for the ground ball was Evan Hilla, but he definitely disrupted Dansex from grabbing it. Hollritter grabs it now. Shuffle pass back to Long. Now Long gets it up to Colin Wood, who's looking to threaten to score. And he does not. He just pulls it out, settle things up, and gets the first possession for the Ospreys in this half. Shot by Haddock goes wide. 56 seconds to work with on the shot clock. Capozzoli picks it up off the end line, gets it to Poli. Now Poli at X with Wilson Smith covering him. Poli spins inside. That looked to be intended for Capozzoli. Could not connect. Gotten by Maxwell, given to Metzger. Back to Maxwell. Streaking up the field. Now given up to, that's Cleary. And now Boyle, back to X. Now over to Covino. Covino with the hitch, takes a shot, that goes wide. Backed up by McCreary, now to Boyle. Back to X. Hollritter defending McCreary. Way to stay in front. Skip pass. Shot and goal to open this half by number 21. That's Connor Gabilanes for the Redhawks. Got that one, shot it low right past Lindskog to put the Redhawks back up 9-8 here. And even after that goal, you saw Gabilanes, kind of chirping to Evan Hilla, the defender. And I really think this is that type of game that it's going to be. I think they might have even called that, which is why it looks like Noam Levy-Smith's going to start with it. No face-off, top center. Yeah, they're going to get Gabilanes for the chirp afterward. Still going to count as goal. There's no man down, but Ospreys will start with it. Here's Hayden Smallwood. Smallwood drops his shoulder, takes a shot. Oh, that goes wide. Smallwood, another one of those Ospreys, really able to use his body to his advantage. A lot of these Osprey midfielders like to lower their shoulder when they dodge, just kind of get the defender off balance, and hopefully, get on a highlight reel of dropping someone. But after the missed shot, Swedlin backs it up. Now to Levy-Smith, Maxwell defending. Into Smallwood, shot scores! Nice pass from Noam Levy-Smith to Hayden Smallwood to tie this thing back at 9. And Smallwood with his second of the day. And a nice catch and finish there by Hayden Smallwood. Able to get that one to get past Metzger. And once again, we're tied up at 9. This is Thurman and Fiorenza. Haven't seen very much of Driscoll since the first quarter. We haven't seen any of them, actually. Dansex checked from behind by Thurman. Now it's a ground ball scrum. Poli gets hit and a flag flies. It looks like it'll be a man-up opportunity for the Ospreys once again. They've been 0 for 2 today so far, but looking to go 1 for 3, of course, and grab this lead early in the third. I believe that's Alfonte who's going to sit for 30 on that one. Oh, they're going to call a cross-check on Elefante. Not a push, so that's going to be a minute. Ospreys have some time to work with now. Sean Haddock giving it up to X. Ospreys working the ball well. Colin Hopkins. That pass was tipped, and Metzger was right there to grab that. Still 35 seconds on the penalty to kill off. And Dansek's got it. Or, I'm sorry, that's Maxwell has got it, and he dishes it up to John Cleary, the offensive midfielder. They're going to call offsides, however, on Montclair, so they still have 27 seconds to work with on man up. The Ospreys do if they want to. And if they're able to get into a set in time, closing in on 15 seconds. Shot scores! Luke Swedlin with his second of the day. Big number 77 led things off for the Ospreys in the first quarter. Now gets one here early in the second half to put the Ospreys up 10-9. Poley with that nice dish there. 10-9 is the score now. This game has been back and forth all day, and you love to see it. Great brand of lacrosse from both sides here. Thurman out there with Fiorenza. Fiorenza looked to have pushed Thurman, and that's what the referee also saw. It's going to go Osprey way. Grant Pargas going to pick that one up for the Ospreys, number 23. It's the defensive midi out of Medford, New Jersey, the junior. Now dishes it to Thurman. Noam Levy-Smith in a little trouble. Gets whacked on the back by Dansex as he subs off. Now here's Smallwood. Smallwood takes a shot. That definitely hit someone's helmet. That was a loud sound. Race to the ball is won by Maxwell for the Redhawks. And after that shot that hit someone from Smallwood, goes out, and Maxwell wins the race to the ball. And now Wilson Smith. Backside was tipped by Holleritter. That was intended for McCreary. Good look, but it was tipped, but it does stay with the Redhawks. McCreary has it. Out of Covino. Dansex, now Cleary. Grant Pargas defending. Now to Boyle. Picking for him. It's the old pass down pick down there from Redhawks. Ball is dropped, jarred loose by an Osprey defender. Ground ball scrum now, comes away with it as a Redhawk. Covino now. He's not afraid to let it fly. He gets it stripped. And again gets it stripped, loses his stick. That's Jared Long with the chop. You see the size of him, he could definitely lay the lumber. And now here's Grant Pargas with it. Gives it up to Capozzoli, and Pargas will jog off. Bad pass by Capozzoli, picked off by Wilson Smith. Getting it to Metzger. Now Metzger dishes it. Looked to be going to his defender, but Haddock picked it up. Now it's an errant pass by Haddock. Up by the midfield line. Picked up for a second. Looked like Cleary had it, but still loose. Now Haddock has it. Looks to be getting held, and he draws the flag. That's Dansex on the hold. That's going to be 30 seconds once this ball is called dead, which of course happens once it's either out of bounds or is in possession by the defense. Haddock's got Dansex, the midfielder, on him. Short stick midfielder, doing a little dancing work. Gives it up to D'Arminio, who couldn't corral it. Wilson Smith didn't grab it, but they blow it dead. Coach Zuloff's not happy with that play being blown dead because Wilson Smith didn't have full control. However, it was enough for the referee to blow it dead. And once again, we'll see the man-up unit work for the Ospreys. Sean Haddock's going to start with it in the near alley. Dansek's going to sit for 30 with the hold on Haddock, which was pretty blatantly obvious. And now the Ospreys will work it. Underhand pass. Shot. Oh, nice save there by Metzger on Haddock. Nice skip pass by Swedlin, but Haddock unable to cash that one in. Nice save by David Metzger. Almost a failed clear by the Redhawks, but it says they're going to say it went off Jared Long. It's going to stay with Montclair State. Only down 1 goal with 8:23 to go in this third quarter. Dansek checks back in after sitting briefly for the penalty. Getting a little pressure from these Ospreys. Gets it to X, now kicks it far side. Getting a pick from Gavilanis is Covino, and Covino's still working. Runs into the ref for a second. Now Gavilanis has the shorty Evan Hilla on him. He works down the far side alley. Swings it through X. And now Christian Boyle's going to work. Skip pass to Covino. Covino's shot. Looked like that hit someone. It's kind of one of those times where you tell the defender, yeah, you eat that. Now here is Gavilanis. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Not sure if he's aware. Gets pushed out of the zone by Evan Hilla, and the shot clock expires. Great defensive effort there by Evan Hilla with just 5 seconds to knock Gavilanis off balance and get that turnover. And now the Ospreys go to work. Up 1. Wilson Smith guarding the ball carrier, who is Poley. Quickly dishes that one up. Noam Levy-Smith, Hayden Smallwood, and Aiden Shanley in as midfielders now. Shanley on the dodge. Skip pass to Poley. Poley's got 2 on him for a second. Takes a shot, scores! What a goal there. Oh, they're not going to call it. I think they're going to call a hold on Poley. No goal there. They're going to wave that one off after he might have winged the defender, kind of holding his stick under his arm. Poley, of course, not happy with that one, but going to have to live with it as Metzger just sends it down to the other end and Boyle's there to grab it. Poley's definitely a little shooken up after that play, but able to stay in. Cleary gets it down to his attackman, McCreary. Now back up to Cleary. Cleary works down the near side, kicks it through X. Skip pass to Christian Boyle, who sails that one wide. 45 seconds on the shot clock. Covino, short stick, Grant Pargas defending him. And now here's Cleary. Colin Wood, the short stick, defending him. Kicks it to X. And now McCreary has the short stick after the pick at X. Look for a quick slide. Gets top sides, takes a shot. That hit Lindskog. Nice save there. Went right to Hollritter. Now Hollritter's trying to do something with it. Finds a defender far side. That's Scanlon. Scanlon gets it up to Pargas, and now there's a fast break opportunity for the Ospreys. Graham Pargas gets it down to Capozzoli. Now over to... Oh, my word! What a goal by Dante Poley. He is virtually unstoppable today, folks. You have to be here and see it to believe it. What a shot and goal. Capozzoli, quick skip pass, and just a backhanded shuffle shot from Poley, and all the Stockton alumni on the fence are loving that one, rightfully so. Puts them up 2 here with 5:38 to go in this third quarter. Fiorenza and Thurman set to take the draw at center field. and I really don't want to overstate this, but the craftiness of Dante Poli cannot go unrecognized. That ball sails out of bounds. It's going to go to the Ospreys after the ground ball scrum. Matt Thurman, face-off guy, is going to pick it up. Looking to leg this one. 2 men to beat, both McCreary brothers. Does, and beats a third. I believe that was Dan Sex as well, who also got beat. Able to get in his offensive end, and going to look to dish it to an offensive Osprey player and hobble off. Now Poli. A quick inside dish to Capozzoli, who's there to score. Now the Ospreys are starting to break away a little bit. 3-goal lead. 12-9, and they are starting to turn on the engines here in the second half. We'll see Tyler Horvath out there for the draw against Fiorenza. Haven't seen him, I want to say since the first quarter. We haven't seen him in. Fiorenza's done a pretty good job. He wins the clamp, but he's had a little bit of trouble scooping up those ground balls. Always taught to get low when you're young. Hockey, I'm not really sure why Jared Long didn't pick that one up. Maybe it's because he had a Red Hawk right next to him. But Montclair State able to grab that ground ball. And now they'll set up in their offense. Monier's got it, top center with Matt Thurman guarding him. Talked about how Matt Thurman takes faceoffs, but also takes a good amount of shifts on defensive midi for the Ospreys. Skip pass. Shot, Monier, and that's a nice save low by Lindskog. Outlets it to his captain, Holleriter. Holleriter's pass gets tipped, intended for a defender, and now there's a ground ball scrum on the Ospreys' offensive end. And that dribbles right to Matt Thurman. Now Swedlin's got it, hands free, takes a shot, scores! That's number 77, Luke Swedlin, with his hat trick on the day here. The fifth-year captain. And you know he loves his celebrations, trying to pump up this crowd here, getting his sideline pumped up as well. And they take a 4-goal lead now. I mean, there was almost everyone on the offensive end was in that ground ball pile when it dribbled right to Matt Thurman. Swedlin was wide open with his hands free from 5-5 and cashes that one in quite easily. There's violation on Thurman on that one, so 2 more in this half, and then the penalty flags start flying for every violation the Ospreys have. This is Dan Sex. Him and his squad down 4 with 3:20 to go in the third quarter. Skipped back to Boyle, now up top. Now far side for Covino. He's got the shorty on him. It looks like he's going to set up the dodge down that far alley. Instead, he just passed down, pick down for McCreary. Doesn't really do a whole lot. Now Cleary. Nice move there against Noam Levy-Smith. And skip pass from Covino to Boyle. Boyle takes a shot, and that just goes wide. That would have absolutely painted the top left corner of that goal if he was able to connect that. That had some heat on it, to say the least. Now Cleary, working on the short stick defender, Levy-Smith. Gets it to Covino. Covino's got Dansak's backside. He didn't see him, though. Now Covino. This is McCreary's shot, and I believe that hit off Lindskog. Nice save there. Ground ball scrum at X. They're going to call a push on, I believe that's 0, Brendan Scanlon. It's going to be a reset of the shot clock with 2:18 left in the third quarter. Now up to Cleary. Down the alley. Getting it through X. Now Boyle. Finds Dansek. Dansek's shot goes wide. As Boyle took a lick there from Osprey defender off the pass. Now here's McCreary. Now to Boyle. Boyle shot. Nice save there by Lindskog as he drops to his rear end to make that save. Colin Wood attempting to clear it. He falls down. Still got it. Can't get up. Now able to, still with the ball. And finally steps out of bounds, and it will go to the Redhawks. Colin Wood slow to get up. He was also slow to get up on the opposing end at the end of the half as well. So something to look at for the Ospreys. Defenseman Colin Wood walking off and getting tended to by the medical staff of Stockton. But a nice ride by Montclair State there. Not giving up on the play. And able to cause the turnover and get the ball back for their team. And just like that, Covino gets stripped by Scanlon and overthrows his man. I believe that was Roper on that. And that's an not unforced, but that is another turnover by Montclair. And the Ospreys will get that one right back. Ospreys looking to get into their set. Waiting for D'Arminio to jog on. .53 seconds and counting on the shot clock. 1:07 left in the third quarter. Dansek's guarding Sean Haddock. He had a penalty against Haddock earlier in this quarter with a hold. He's hoping to not repeat those actions right here. And they're kind of just holding the ball for as long as possible, coming in on 30 seconds now, just kind of holding it for as long as possible and chewing away this clock. So even if Montclair gets it back, they have it with very little time. And here's Haddock looking to dodge against Dansek. Haddock rolls back upfield, but drops it, able to grab it pretty quickly. 29 seconds in the quarter, coming up on 10 seconds left in the shot clock. Finds Albrecht. Albrecht shot. Ooh, that goes wide. Connor Albrecht with the bouncer. It was a nice cut, but went wide, and now they'll sub off their guys and send it into the corner as the shot clock will expire. Nice defense by the Redhawks there. 14 seconds on the left in the third quarter. This is Wilson Smith who sends it down to Boyle, who's somehow able to catch that on long. Boyle's got a chance, finds McCreary backside, scores! What a transition there. From defense to offense, Wilson Smith just launches it sky high to the other end. And somehow Christian Boyle able to come down with that, as he has done 2 or 3 times in this game already. And then with the vision to find McCreary backside. Basically as time expires, there's only 1.3 left in this quarter. More than likely just going to be this tie-up on the face-off and then head to a break. 3-point game now, 13-10. Ospreys able to hold the Redhawks to just 1 goal in that quarter and able to create some separation as they got a 3-goal lead here in Galloway, New Jersey at G. Larry James Stadium, home of the Stockton Ospreys. We will be back very shortly after this quick break. Please stay with us. back here, ready to start this fourth quarter. Stockton up 13-10. It's going to be Fiorenza and Thurman to take the draw to start this quarter. Stockton able to score 4 goals in that quarter, only holding the Red Hawks to 1, which was the last one that you just saw to end the quarter. And it was a nice play by Boyle and McCreary. Let's cut this lead to 3. The ball goes out of bounds, and it will go to Montclair State. Bad pass there from Wilson Smith. Now a ground ball picked up by Fiorenza. And backhand pass to Dansex with Evan Hilla defending him. Now giving it up. This is Roper. And trying to turn was McCreary. Yeah, that was McCreary. Now Dansex. Back to Roper. Roper shot. Bounce shots. Nice save there by Lindskog. And Holleritter will attempt to clear it for the Ospreys. He's got 2 of them. He changes fields and sends it over to McSorley. Brendan McSorley able to clear it. And they're going to go offsides, however. So Stockton gives that one right back. And McCreary's got on this near side alley. Cleary's got the freshman Albrecht covering him. Albrecht definitely doesn't get caught on defense a lot. It's interesting to see how he'll fare. Boyle's got his man hung up. Skip pass up top to Covino. Covino draws a quick slide from Brendan Scanlon. Nice D there. Now down to Boyle with Jared Long covering him. Skip pass does not get anywhere near where he was going. He was going backside to McCreary, who was wide open, but unable to get it. Holleritter clears it up to Albrecht. Now Connor Albrecht threatening to score, and he settles things. Poli at X. He's got a handful of goals and a handful of assists today. Now here's Noam Levy-Smith. Cleary defending him. Levy-Smith with the roll back inside. Gets inside, takes a shot, scores! Number 91, Noam Levy-Smith. He had the assist to Hayden Smallwood before and now cashes in a goal to put Stockton up 4. Early in this fourth quarter. And just a nice move, not stopping his feet. That's Noam Levy-Smith, able to get in the teeth of that Red Hawk defense and score his first of the day. Put Stockton up 4 goals here. Fiorenza and Thurman at X. A little tie-up. It will be a procedure on Thurman. That's their second of the half. Another one, and they're going to be throwing the flags. Redhawks possess it up top. This is Covino. Now through X. McCreary gets it to... That's Dansex with the shot. Quick catch there by Covino on the crease. Tries to go behind the back, but hits Lindskog in the head. It was picked up. It was picked up. I believe that's Colin Wood. Colin Wood has been getting battered around here today. It's going to go to the Ospreys. Matt Thurman's got it. Dishes it up to Logan Holleritter. We know his skills on the offensive end. Definitely not what you would expect from a defender, as he stays on the offensive side of the field if you see him, and had a chance, but Poli decided and smartly decided to hold that and set up in their offense. Still 60 seconds to work with on the shot clock. Haddock's got it, dishes it to Albrecht. Now back to Haddock. He's got Cleary on him. Haddock's pass tipped. Capozzoli able to grab it. Now Capozzoli dropping the shoulder, trying to get top side. Gets doubled and checked. Goes right to Eric D'Arminio, who's got a goal on the day, or not a goal, well, it was supposed to be a goal, but they gave him a man-up opportunity. That pass inside does not connect, and that'll be a turnover for the Ospreys, going Red Hawk way. 10:52 and counting in this fourth quarter. Ospreys still up 4, trying to maintain this lead. As Long tries to clear, it does, gets Maxwell, and now Maxwell's got McSorley on him, dishes it to McCreary, who runs to X. 60 seconds to work with for Montclair State in the red unis. Through X, now Boyle, nice move. Takes a shot, that goes wide. Beautiful move there by Christian Boyle, though, to get the to get underneath, to have a nice shot opportunity there, but just unable to hit the cage. McCreary finds his brother at X with the shorty on him. Quick double by McSorley. The flag is thrown, and he takes a dive, but Evan Hiller looks like he might have clipped him on the way in, and 2 more flags fly, probably for the same foul. And I think Evan Hill and McSorley will both go to the box to sit. Not too sure. I thought they were going to have McSorley for the hit to the head. Maybe not. Yep, they're going to get big number 17. And it might be 2 men down for 30 seconds and then 1 man up for 30 seconds, depending on how they view these penalties. McSorley will get a 1 minute. I believe that's for a slash. Evan Hill is still unclear what he's got. He's got a minute as well. So 2 men up for a minute here for the Red Hawks. McCreary will start with it in the near alley. And McCreary at X finds Boyle. Boyle takes a shot. That goes wide. Now McCreary again from X, giving up to his brother on the right side. Now Gabilanis up to Cavino, down to Boyle. Boyle's got his hands free, gets it to X. Now McCreary takes a shot. Ooh, that just sails wide. Nice placement to go bottom right corner on Lindskog, but just could not hit the cage there. Backed up by his brother. Gabilanis now to Covino. Boyle, hands free, shot, and that sails wide as well. 26 seconds on the shot clock. 26 seconds on the penalty. 60 seconds on the shot clock after it was reset. Covino down to Boyle. Boyle takes another one, and that one goes. 3rd time's a charm for Christian Boyle. And he cuts this lead down to 3 now for the Ospreys. Still 16 seconds on the penalty. McSorley will be released. Evan Hill will stay locked in. So they will still be a man down for this face-off. Cavino on the assist to Boyle, who, that was his 3rd shot of that man up, was unable to find the target the other 2 times, but cashes in top cheddar on Lindskog for his 3rd shot on that man up. 16 seconds as we stated before on the penalty. And penalty will be released shortly, and it is. Grant Pargas will sub in from the box for the Ospreys. This will be Gabilanis for the Red Hawks, And he'll go right to work on Pargas. Gets it through X. Now Dansex. Shot scores! Right down the near side alley. Matt Dansex having himself a day with his fourth. And he is quite a shifty player. The junior played his high school ball at Roxbury, as we mentioned earlier. Tyler McCreary on the assist. And now, just like that, it goes from a 4-goal game to a 2-point game, with Fiorenza and Thurman set to take a rather meaningful face-off here in the later stages of the fourth quarter. Ball's loose. Picked up by, looked like it was going to be picked up by McSorley, but it stays with the Red Hawks. Thomas Roper's got it. So he dishes it to Boyle, who gives it up to Cleary. And now the Red Hawks got it. Here's Cleary with Grant Pargas defending. Right down the far side alley. Quick double from Scanlon. And Pargas retreats. Scanlon is peppering Cleary. He's able to dish it to McCreary. It's number 19, Tyler McCreary. He gets inside, drops the ball, and he's grabbing his neck area. Maybe got hit a little high there. Refs might not have seen it. And here's Grant Pargas with two Montclair players on him, able to, oh, yeah, he got him high, and that'll draw a flag. There was no question about that. Nice clear by Grant Pargas, and then able to draw the penalty on number 17, Ethan Monier, for the high hit to the head and neck area. That's what they will call once the play is blown dead. Approaching 7 minutes to play in this fourth quarter. Ospreys up 2 with a flag down in their favor. Maybe looking to just waste some time. They got about 35 seconds on their shot clock. Monier's defending Albrecht at X. Swedlin back there looking like he wants to set up a two-man game. Little pick action. Albrecht calls him off. Now looking to go to work with just about 10 seconds on the shot clock. Gets up top to Haddock. Haddock takes a shot. That goes wide. 5 seconds. Oh, the play's blown dead, and now the flag will come in. And that's going to be on Ethan Monier. Might get him for a 1-minute penalty for a slash. They also might just give him 30 for a hold. I'm really not sure what they're going to call here. They're going to give him a minute. So Stockton already up 2. Got a minute to work with an extra man. Haven't been great on their man-up opportunities today, but looking to improve here on this chance. Swedlin goes in the middle, as he very often does. Gives it to Hopkins, now down to Capozzoli. Skip past D'Arminio, now to Haddock. Hands free, shot. Nice save by Metzger. Shot, oh my God! Swedlin with his fourth of the game, and maybe the most meaningful one, as he catches it in mid-air, dives and scores, as Metzger did not even see that one coming. He was out of position, out of the cage after making the save. And Luke Swedlin, I mean, what can you say about the fifth-year captain? All-time leading goal scorer for men's lacrosse here at Stockton. Just surpassed 200 goals on his career earlier in the season. And he is a true specimen out there. Still 32 seconds on the penalty. They're locking it. I'm sorry, there is no penalty. That was called off. It was released after the goal scored, I should say. Holleriter's got it now off the face-off ground ball win. Noam Levy-Smith now with a slew of defenders in front of him. Only has 5 seconds to get it over the midfield line. Kind of sends it picked off by Boyle. Nice one-handed snag there. Now here's Mike McCreary. And looked like he was going to go for a second, but he likes to settle things. Here's Dan Sex. Little dummy dodge down the near side. Skip pass up across. Might be Roper. I believe it is. Now skip pass to Boyle. Boyle shot scores. That beats Lindskog low, and just like that, it's back to 2 goals now. Boyle found himself with his hands free on that left side, and that's not something Lindskog wants to be eyeing down. 7-yard step down from Christian Boyle, who's got an absolute cannon on that left side for Montclair. See Fiorenza and Thurman, I believe. We'll see Thurman. All right, no, that's Tyler Horvath, the sophomore. He wins it to himself quickly and gets it to Colin Wood, who settles things, possesses it for the Ospreys as they get their middies on. Still holding on to a 2-goal lead, 4:45-ish to go left in this one. It's been a very back-and-forth game all day. That's something you love to see. Hayden Smallwood now dodging. He's got 2 on the day already. Now to Noam Levy-Smith. Rolls back, takes a shot, and that sails wide. Not sure if Metzger got a piece of that one. Doesn't seem as though he did. The shot clock stays at 47 seconds, so that's how much time the Ospreys will have to work with. As Poley's trying to work from X. He's got Wilson Smith on him. Able to stay in front of Poley pretty nicely there. Now Levy-Smith gives it up to Shanley. He's got Cleary on him. Shanley drops it. Shanley able to pick it up, however. Now to Poley. Poley goes, takes a shot. Nice save there by David Metzger. And I think he tried to draw an interference on Swedlin. Either way, this is Aiden Long streaking down the field with it and gives it up to his attackman. This is McCreary, number 19. Holleritter defending him. Ooh, got the can opener check there. They're going to call a push, though. Whether or not he did push him, in the referee's eyes, that was a push, so they're going to stay here. Now here's Roper. Down the far side, swinging through X to Boyle. Now up top to McCreary. Nice save there by Lindskog. Save that one high. And clears it out to McSorley. Coming up on 3 minutes to play left in this one. McSorley tries to clear it for Stockton. Able to. Now he's got to see some green. Oh, nice tipped pass there by Jack Greco. And now Metzger looks to get it down to McCreary. Now Mike McCreary settles things, getting it up to Thomas Roper. Now over to Covino. Dan Sex mentioned he's had a very nice and productive day. Thomas Roper trying to get underneath, rolls back. Gives it up to McCreary, top middle. Short stick defender got on him. Gives up to Dansek. That reams off the post. And foot race to the end line was won by Mike McCreary for Montclair State. And first time out of the half. And Stockton will take one with 2:30 to go here. 2-point game. Please stay with us for this exciting finish on this one. Back here in Galloway, New Jersey. Great game played by both teams today. High level lacrosse on both sides. Ospreys up 15-13 on Montclair State Redhawks. 2:30 to go. And if you are following along with us on the live stream, please find a seat, sit down, relax, and enjoy this last 2:30 of this one because it should be a good one. Tyler McCreary, the senior out of Bud Lake, New Jersey. Gonna start with it. Holleritter defending. Getting it up to Covino. Trying to get the ball to Roper. Locked off by Hilla. Now Dansex. Down to X for Mike McCreary. Gets a quick double from Colin Wood. Turns the corner, shot, scores! The diving effort there by number 5, Mike McCreary, the junior attackman out of Bud Lake, New Jersey, by way of Mount Olive. And that is quite a big one to cut this lead to just one goal with 2:03 to go. Told you folks, find a seat and get comfortable. This game just got a lot more interesting with a little over 2 minutes to go. All eyes on this face-off. We got Forienzo and Thurman. One by Montclair. This is Dansex. Trying to get ridden out of bounds by Thurman, but Thurman unable to. Dansex getting heckled by this Montclair crowd telling him to go. Now here's Roper looking to go down the far side alley. Through X. McCreary scored a goal just seconds ago. Goes inside. I think they're going to call a timeout. That is a very smart timeout by head coach Matt Posque. There's a solid chance it was either going to be going Osprey way or in the crease, but smart heads-up play by the veteran coach, Matt Posque. And we will go to a quick break. 1:30 left. 1 point game. Please stay with us. Back in Galloway, New Jersey. Sun's out, clouds are nowhere to be found, and we got 1:30 left in this one. Montclair down 1, but we'll start with the ball. 51 seconds on their shot clock. And a highly contested game, as we kind of thought going into this one. Both teams amped up. We talked about the rivalry. And it has lived up to the hype for sure. Low pass, Dansex intended for Roper. Goes over, that's going to be an over and back. It's going to go to the Ospreys with 1:14. 1:14. Sean Haddock will start with it. And Ospreys can all but hold it here if they're able to for the remainder of this game. The goalie is out. Metzger is out of his cage. Open goal. Now looking for a cheeky turnover here. Freshman Albrecht with it. Able to outrun some Redhawks there. Coming up on 40 seconds left. And a timeout by Kevin Zuloff of the Ospreys. And you can see that sideline of the Ospreys is fired up. They know how much this game means. Looking to go and improve to a 6-2 record is the Ospreys. And Montclair is going to try to, they're gonna bring their goalie out of the cage so they can have an extra defender on ball and kind of double team the ball, hopefully generate a turnover and get at least one more chance for their offense. But obviously Ospreys are going to draw something up to keep the ball away from the defense. Definitely not an easy task, especially at the end of the games where I've been in it myself, where you see these defenders get tired after chasing you around if you're trying to run the clock out, and they just kind of start unmercifully swinging at the arms of the offensive players usually. Usually draws a flag, but I mean at the end of the game it doesn't matter anyway. But the thought is if you can hit them hard enough that the ball is jarred loose, obviously you got a shot at it. So might see something along those lines here as the Redhawks jog onto the field. And the Ospreys will break huddle shortly. 38 seconds left. Ospreys have the ball, and they do have a 1-goal lead. Ospreys win this one. This will be the 5th straight win since 2018 for them against Montclair State. Noam Levy-Smith will start with it. He can run for days, I'll tell you that much. He gets tripped, draws a quick flag, and that'll all but do it for the Ospreys to win this one. Chances are, and now here's Metzger. I told you he's going to hack, and he does. Especially those goalies, they love coming out of the cage and just swinging that plastic. 15 seconds now. Noam Levy-Smith still has it, gives it up to Colin Wood, overthrows him, keeps it in play, under 10 now. And the Stockton Ospreys will improve to 6-2 on the season. Montclair State will drop. Oh! Dirty play at the end by Montclair State player Joe Covino. But Stockton bum rushes the field. And Stockton improves to 6-2, while Montclair State falls to 6-3. What a win, and what a meaningful win here. First conference game for each opponent, for each team here. And Ospreys come out on top with a 1-goal margin, 15-14. I'd like to thank everyone who watched and followed along this entire time. You watched an amazing game of lacrosse I had the pleasure of guiding you through. And I would just like to thank all viewers and listeners, and we'll see you very shortly next week. Thank you very much. Have a great and safe rest of your beautiful Saturday. Eric Brett signing off.